Hey, why are you stepping on me? Do you want me to be dirty like you are? Utanisaidia kufua nguo? Good morning, everyone. Welcome to my channel. I want to introduce you to my new additions to the home. Last week, you remember we were doing the rabbit hatches. So we finished the top two. So this side is intentionally made bigger so that when my female gives birth, she has space for her food, pooping, resting, and nesting. Then this is where I'll take my female, the next house. Then the bottom two, which are remaining doors, will be for the babies. But meanwhile, I got them yesterday evening. I could not show you when we went to the farm to pick them from a neighbor because, as I told you, I do not like recording people's homes. So they are 3 months old. So a bit of growing. They need to do a bit of growing. Then once they grow, probably in a month or two, they'll start breeding. Then is when I'll separate the two of them. But so far so good. They have their hay. And you may wonder where I'm getting hay. I'm cutting from the neighboring properties. Most of the land of our neighbors are empty and it grows grass. So that's what I'm doing. They have a bowl of water. I'll need to get them a bowl, but I stole a bowl from my dogs, one of my dogs. So as I go shopping, I'll get them a bowl of water and replace the dog's bowl. Then I did this mesh. It's hard. It's difficult for them to cut. The farm where I got them from, they had done the plastic netting. They had done plastic netting like this, and her rabbits had chewed through. So for me, I opted for this. It's harder than this. But probably I'm thinking the next house, I'll do this for the floor with the BRC wire so that I do not have to sweep. So as it is, I have to sweep their poop, but the urine is going through and falling on this, on the iron sheet, which is on top of the next hatches. So now we start the process of sweeping, cleaning for them, their houses. They have their hair tied up. And so next is cleaning for them. I'm super excited about this. And in a minute, I will tell you why I started this project. This guy has not slept since evening. Since they arrived, he has been here barking. So once again, I said I'm going to explain to you what I'm trying to do. The project of the rabbit is an attempt of increasing the sustainability of this small home, of this small garden of my homestead in terms of animal protein or hi mom hi animal or animal protein or animal meat production. And that is not only for me and my daughter or my friends, my family, my visitors, but it's also for the sake of my animals, especially the dogs. So one of the biggest costs on this, mommy, this will fall on you. Can you get away from that? So one of the biggest costs on this homestead has been animal protein. Animal protein has become increasingly expensive in Kenya. I'm talking of beef. You know, everyone right now, you know that the price of beef is almost 1,000 shillings a kilo. I have been buying for my dogs omena, half a kilo of omena every 7 days a week to 10 days maximum, and that has gone up to 500, over 500 shillings. I also used to buy for them off-cut bones. I get from the supermarket, from the butcher, the off-cut bones of mostly cow and the chicken soup packs, you know. And at the beginning, when I started raising dogs on my own over 8 years ago, the off-cut bones, we used to buy them at less than 100 shillings per kilo. Leave alone the bone soup. It's not the, I'm not talking of the bone soup, the bones for soups. No, I'm talking of the off-cut. So those off-cuts, we used to buy less than 100 shillings per kilo. Today, by last year, it was up to 150 shillings, and now it has gone up by a few more shillings. So we are buying almost at 200 shillings per kilo of off-cut bones. Then the demand is high. The demand is high. Today everybody is buying omena. Today everybody is buying off-cut bones. Today, a year ago, a decade ago, several years ago, a decade ago, few people used to buy the chicken soup packs, so they were in plenty. People used to buy the chicken, they used to buy the drumsticks, the wings, and then they leave the chicken soup pack. So we used to buy the chicken liver was cheap. It was less than 100 shillings per kilo. Today we are buying 700 grams of chicken liver at 355 shillings. So I have dogs, and the dogs need protein. In their diet, they need protein, especially big dogs. All dogs, small dogs, big dogs, they need several grams of proteins, animal protein in their diet every day. So what do I do? So far, I have managed to take care of using my space, my small garden space. I'm able to produce my own maize for maize meal. And today I'm able to crush that maize into jenga and give to the chicken. My small garden is able to provide with us a variety of vegetables, from kale, the collard greens, to amaranth. We have the comfrey. We have plenty growing even on the driveway as weeds. We have the blackjack we can give to rabbits. We have a variety of native vegetables, even to something like the parsley, which grows as weeds. I'm always pulling out from the driveway. But animal protein. So a few years ago, giving dogs eggs was not an issue. We used to buy a tray of eggs at 300 shillings. It went up to 360 shillings. And I'm not talking of kienyeji, I'm talking of the broiler eggs, the Reyes eggs. I'm not talking of kienyeji eggs. By the time I was moving to my house, eggs were almost 400 shillings a tray. We were buying at 360 for wholesale and 380 for retail, a tray of eggs. Today, it is 420, 450. It is actually 450 shillings a tray of eggs. So how many eggs do you need a whole month for your homestead? So here I am. I need animal protein for myself, for my daughter, for my family, anybody in the homestead, from my house manager to a visitor, then my dogs. So that is why we need the rabbits. So the chicken are good, but the difference between the rabbits and the chicken is the chicken does not mature as fast as rabbits, and the reproduction rate of chicken is not the same as rabbits. Rabbits grow faster and they produce faster, so they mature faster. So it's an easy source of animal protein, especially for a small homestead. If you're not doing commercial, okay, there are those who are doing it commercial, but if you're looking for a quick source of animal protein for your home, I opted to have rabbits. So this is my journey, and these are my reasons. I continue raising my chicken for the same reason, to have animal protein and to have my egg. Otherwise, join me on this journey. I will keep on talking to you and taking you along my journey. Otherwise, I hope for the best on this journey. I truly hope for the best. and I'm sure it's going to work. I'm in consultation all the time with my vet, the one who's taking care of my dogs for more than 7 years now, and I'm looking forward to 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 the growth of my farm. Otherwise, thank you. Let me show you other things we are doing. This morning I woke up to tilt that panel. It's always sat on by birds. So today the sunlight, I wanted them to charge. So letting it face the sunlight, especially the morning sun before 12 midday, before 1 p.m., so that it charges. There's usually no power most of the time. Remember, I told you my home is off grid. We do not have power, so I rely on my solar. So yesterday we had a very cloudy day. Sunday was also cloudy, so I like when there is sunlight to make sure that my panels are facing the sun for my lights to charge. And because this is a homestead and I'm keeping livestock, there's a plan of adding one more panel facing this direction. I'll show you that one day at night, what I mean. That is taking care of us well. My bifacial panel, the floodlights get to the morning. They are charging well. So I like when the sunlight, like today, to make sure everything charges well. We take advantage of when the sunlight to have everything charged, so that the front 200 watts and another the other side, and then the bifacial panel which charges the battery in the house, which gives us power during the day and at night. And then on the days which are very dark, I have security lights in case of an emergency and an alarm. So that is where all my livestock is. So I've been thinking, because that is enough, it faces the driveway and the gate, I'm hoping of adding one more panel facing on the wall, placed on my wall, facing the livestock, so that one is able to attend to the livestock and the farm and see it nicely at night. Otherwise, so far so good. That is my driveway, and my Italian cypress are doing well. Yes. So it's post-harvest season, so I'm picking all the leaves from the maize stalk, dipping them in water to rinse off the dust and soften them to feed to the goat and sheep. I continue harvesting my pumpkin and giving it water. That's why it has fresh leaves. Then in a week or two, when I'm through with the leaves, and I pick that grass and dry it for the sheep and goat, I'll get a worker to come slash the rust and dig. So these drums, I use them for the garden. And the water, this is not urine. This water is yellow because anytime I pick the maize stalk leaves, I dip them in water. So I dip them in water to remove the dust and to soften before I feed my goat and sheep. So far so good. This water is not dirty. It will be used to water the vegetables. That is my farm. Welcome to my channel. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and like and share. Leave a comment. Give me a word of encouragement, advice. Let's have a discussion on farm sustainability. Thank you. Have a lovely day.